Okay, so for supper tonight, I am making stuffed peppers. Now I do them a little bit differently than most people because let's face it, I don't think I do anything like normal people. But this is how I cut my peppers. We make them into little boats and we pick off the dog hair. But I cut mine this way because a whole pepper is just way too much. But a half a pepper is just perfect. Serve it with a bed of rice, it's great. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. I just figured I'd show you. This is how I cut mine. I've already washed and cut these out. Got all the membrane out that I really care to get out. Let's face it, I'm not going to get picky about it. But I should be preheating my oven. Because heaven forbid I actually think of doing that before I turn on the camera. And let's just put this pan... Oh, over there. Alright. Guys, I seriously need more storage space. Okay, but anyway, so I'm making one for supper tonight, and the other one is going to be put, like, I'm going to cook them both, but the other one is actually going to go into the freezer for a freezer meal. So in here, I have roughly 2.5 pounds of ground beef with some onion. Now I've told my daughter it's ground pork. But anyway, so I have about 1 medium onion in here. I'm going to add in some oregano. Probably a good, teaspoon worth. I'm going to add about the same of basil. The same of celery leaves. You know, that stuff that most people just get rid of. Lots of flavor in here. Add some more. Are you done?
Seeing what stuffed peppers are made of.
Liquid smoke.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm going to add in a couple dashes of liquid smoke just to give it that the flavor depth. That's what I was looking for. A good amount of garlic. Add less if you would wish, but I'm not going to. I like garlic. Actually, everybody in this house does. And of course we're going to put salt in there. I don't care if you have a peach. Salt. Here. There you go. Okay. We had a bad spot on a peach. Had to take care of that. Okay. But I'm also going to add in some steak spice. I know. What? Yes. Steak spice. Okay. Now I'm also going to pour in a little bit of this tomato sauce that I just whipped up using a can of tomato paste. And let's start with 1 cup of rice. And let's get in there and mix that up. And at some point this week I'm making cabbage rolls as well, because I got lots of cabbage out in the garden. That smells so good. Okay, but I'm going to be making up cabbage rolls at some point this week. When? I don't know. Okay. Oh gosh, that looks just perfect. Yeah, that was just enough rice. Okay, so let me rinse my hands here. Oh, I'm just going to move some of this stuff over here. Get my peppers here. And start spooning this in. Now these cook for about an hour, right? Because you want to make sure everything is very nicely cooked in these. I might have to make up more sauce though. I think I only made enough up for the one batch. And no, I did not blanch my peppers either. I never have. Probably never will. I've always done it like this, so in that way the flavor of the pepper goes right into the meat, and the meat flavor goes right into the pepper. I can also say I've never found the need to boil it. Okay. I'm just going to show you the one. That sucker filled up. It's not going in that corner. Come on. There we go. Yeah, because our local grocery store, No Frills, had peppers on sale. 4-pack of peppers for $1.47, I think it was. $1.47 or $1.67. And we're like, yeah. So we grabbed 6 bags of them. So I'm making lots of pepper things. Put that right on top. Actually, I think I'm going to add a smidge bit more water. Just to thin that out just a little bit more. Yeah, that's what I was looking for there. Okay. Now I'm preheating my oven to 400 degrees, and these will cook for, like I said, about an hour. I'm going to cover them with tin foil. Just going to add a little bit of extra water to the bottom of this here so they steam a little bit nicer. Okay. Put some tin foil on here. I'm trying to dome the tin foil because I don't want it touching my peppers. There we go. And this is going to go in the oven for about an hour, hour and a half until everything is nicely cooked. So we will be back when these are actually done cooking. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, and these are done and out of the oven. They cooked for an hour and a half. And the peppers are beautiful and soft now. There's lots of liquid in there. I'm not about to taste it because you can see the steam coming off of these. These need to sit for at least, a good 10 minutes or so before I'll even consider eating them. I have some rice on the stove cooking, so we can have a little extra rice with these. I was going to cook some other vegetables, but I thought, I'm not going to bother. So, this and rice is going to be our dinner, and I have the other one just sitting to the side. It will cool down, and it will go into the freezer. So, I hope you guys hope you guys give it a try if you haven't, because who doesn't make stuffed peppers? But we all have different ways on how we make it. So, I hope you guys have a good one. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!